Good morning. I come before you this morning, there being a lovely day, a day that the Lord has made. And with me in my hand, I have a Bible, the Holy Bible, the New King James Version Bible. And I have been thinking about my life currently, and I've come to a point whereby for some time I thought that I was actually desperate. I looked lost, and it seemed to me that I was actually not a good representation of who God wanted me to be. But as I was reading the Bible, I came across this verse, which I'm going to read to you from the New King James Version. That is John chapter 10, verse 16. And John chapter 10, verse 16, the point talks about the good shepherd. But there is this specific point that I would like us to have. But allow me begin from about verses 14 there. And this is Jesus speaking to the disciples. He says in verse 14, I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and I am known of my own. As the Father knows me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. This is where the Bible describes that, and there is no other love other than this, that a man dies for other people. That is why he says that I lay down my life for the sheep. But now the best part that I want us to have is, and other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock and one shepherd. This verse really inspired me, because when I looked desperate, when I looked lonely, when I looked that I did not belong, a thought came to me that, son, may you read John chapter 10, verse 16. And this is where I got the strength, and I was rejuvenated, and I felt that I have been beating myself up for no reason. Not knowing that, in as much as that I think I'm not part of the flock of God, and I wonder why, because I realize that God says that I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and I am none of them. So that means if you know Jesus, you are actually part of the flock. But if you think that you are not part of the flock, I want you to be encouraged that there is no problem, because Jesus Christ himself said that, and there are other sheep which are not of this fold, and he said that he's going to bring them back, and that the flock shall be one and the shepherd shall be one. So I want to tell you that Jesus Christ has sent his men, and these men have reached out to us through the open crusades, preaching the word of God, and telling us that there is the good news that we are part of the flock, that we are the children of God. No matter what people say outside there, no matter how we've acted before, I want you to know that God is for us. Thank you.